host Daniel Pressure alongside Joe the Saiyan Sanchez.
4-0. What's up, guys?
And
How's
back
everyone
again,
going?
Dryah the Messiah.
Hello, everyone.
Like
Minus
always,
Marvin.
we each bring random topics for discussion for everybody's amusement, mainly ours, but we'll see what happens. Like always, you can hit that like button, follow, subscribe with Twitch Prime for free. All you Twitch Prime subscribers, hit that follow
Yes,
button.
Twitch Prime. That follow button. And what do you get for Twitch
Did you say
Prime?
French fry? What do you get with Twitch Prime?
Yeah, I
You
forgot.
get Fortnite stuff.
You get French fry with Twitch.
Well, I mean, like, what do you get when you subscribe to us with Twitch Prime? Do you get anything?
Emotes and help us out.
Sweet.
'Cause we're level people.
Sweet. What modes do I have?
And you get no ads because we don't ever play any ads, so you never have to worry about it anyways.
Yeah. Screw ads.
Well, you don't get ads in the middle. Like you're watching the stream, sometimes ads pop in the middle. So.
Oh yeah, well, that's what Twitch. Well, we don't ever do any ads, do we? It's just Twitch.
No.
Twitch does it though, and
yeah.
so if you're not subscribed, you get that. Anyways,
not all the time. Well, I don't know. See, that's weird because not all the time. Like sometimes I'll watch Twitch, and I don't have Twitch Prime, but or anything like that. But it won't really. It'll pause, but there won't be an ad. It'll just like have a little, like a not even like a second break. Like there was supposed to be an ad,
I've
but
seen
there was
pauses where it like pauses and refreshes, and it plays like a 5-second ad. Back to the screen.
I never had that. I don't know what's wrong with
That's because y'all got some janked up version of ad blocker.
Maybe.
Probably so.
Anyways, what have y'all been up to this week?
Jared, what have you been up to?
Binge watching animes, finishing up an anime. I finished up Sword Guy, the season 1. I thought it was really good, but I'm into like weapons.
Is that the one on Netflix?
Yeah,
I started watching it. It was about the sword that possessed by the demon and the blood.
So
is
like
is it a Netflix original or is it like this?
It's based off a manga still, a book that basically they wrote the book back in like 2001, 2003 maybe, and then somebody picked it back up in like 2014, 2015 I think. And so like they're already wanting to do a second season with it, but I think the problem is they might catch up to the current stuff that's going on now since like I guess the main guy took a break or sent it off to somebody else after a while. So but I really liked what they've done with it. It did. I was hoping they wouldn't rush it and try and do like a big ending at the end of the first season, then kind of have some shit at that they start off with the second one trying to just recapture the audience. But it seems like they're probably sticking true to the anime. I wanted to read into it, but I didn't want to get any spoilers. But I really enjoyed it, just based off of watching animes. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
and then
the first episode.
It starts out a little bit slow, but after you get past the first like episode or two, it's just like it just goes full hand from there. Yeah.
So, and have you?
What were you gonna say?
No, keep going.
No, you're good. I don't even remember.
I was gonna say, so you still haven't watched My Hero Academia, huh?
Well, that's what I was gonna get into next. So right after that, I started My Hero Academia, got past like the first like
2 to 3.
Got through the where it goes all the way to the beginning, like the intro basically for the of every episode. So I saw the beginning, the intro, and then like the first like 1 or 2 minutes after that, then I had to go to class, and then I just haven't been able to pick it up ever since. So I was planning on watching again either tonight or this weekend and seeing how it goes. So
get past those first couple ones. I mean, even though it is some backstory for it, but get past those. I mean, the backstory is good because you need to know, I guess. So you need to know certain things about it and why the way he is and all this other stuff because it all lines up down the line. But yeah, watch that. But another one that's coming, an anime that's coming, is Promise Neverland, which I have not started reading the manga yet. I've been wanting to read the manga. It's actually someone sent me a link to it, but I hate reading like manga stuff on the phone or on the computer.
Because
I don't know why.
You don't have to flip the pages the other way.
I don't know what it is. I just don't like reading stuff on my phone. I'd rather have it in my hand.
So if you get a manga on your phone, do you have to swipe left and right?
No, you swipe the normal way still.
Lame.
So, but I heard it was like a combination like Death Note and I forgot what the guy was telling me about. It's like he was pretty much telling me all about it. It's like this is a combination of Death Note and something else. He said, I really enjoy it, but I really love Death Note.
Death Note.
You
which I
know,
love
you
Death
know,
Note.
Netflix came out with The Beginnings. I've debated on watching that, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. It's like an anime of B, I guess, like before Death Note, like I guess like when he's like grown up or whatever. So
Really?
yeah,
I wonder how that is.
yeah. But just to go off what you were saying about the My Hero Academy, my friend that got me to watch Sword Guy stopped watching it. He's like after the first couple episodes because he was like, "You need to start watching My Hero Academy." I was like, "Bitch, you're the one that told me to start watching Sword Guy." He's like, "Well, you can take a break from that."
You like both.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
but it's only 12 episodes, so I
not bad, man.
finished it pretty quick.
That's not bad. Yeah, I'm actually excited about that promise. I want to read the manga, so I'm actually gonna read the manga before the anime actually gets started. And also, Dragon Ball Heroes, which is like a arcade game in Japan, is actually getting its first anime series. That's gonna be, I think it starts July 1st, which is like, it's not really fan made, but it's an arcade game published by it's weird. But the first episode is like it's an arcade game, like an arcade you have like little cards and like you fight with those cards. It's weird. It's cool as far as what the stuff they do. Like the first episode is Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Super Saiyan.
How do they make a show?
They have their own stories in the continuity. They have their own.
So
stuff.
it's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Dragon Ball Z, basically.
I guess I don't know. I never watched Yu-Gi-Oh, so I have no idea.
You've activated my Super Saiyan card.
But yeah, it's like I said, first episode is literally with Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Super Saiyan Blue Goku. It's like two different timelines coming together too. It's weird.
And they're playing fucking solitaire with each other.
Go fish.
But yeah, other than that, man, I'm just so excited about those kind of animes. Let's do that promise. I really want to check it out. My Hero Academia, like I said, it's been great every week. Apparently, we're about to get into like just a badass fight. Apparently, it's like 3 episodes away, maybe 2 episodes away. This is supposed to be like this big fight coming up, and we already had like literally like 2 episodes ago. We already had like this fucking epic ass fight already with the main character. It's actually really really dope. But you'll like it, man. I'm telling you, you'll like it. Once you get into it, you'll like a lot of stuff, especially the hero killer. He's badass. Hero killer is bad. Crunchyroll or Hulu. It's on Hulu also. Yeah, Hulu.
To finish up the anime minute here, I'm assuming you didn't watch Boruto.
No, I don't know why I could not get into it. I'm just so worried.
I guess they're in the quarterfinals now, so
are they?
They keep getting interesting.
Is it actually getting good though? Is it actually like some kind of story, like some kind of like?
I think that he's gonna get caught with that shit that I was talking about. That like is that little thing that he's keeping on his arm. I think it's gonna happen like in the next couple episodes because like they're slapping hands after every fight and they're making it kind of dramatic. So I think he's gonna do it one time and his thing's gonna fall down and he's gonna be like, "Oh, you gotta, what the fuck is that?" And he's gonna hide it and run away. So I don't know. We'll see. Could be interesting though. If it gets lame, I will definitely say so. So yeah. Daniel, what about you? What have you been up to?
Last week I saw Deadpool 2. Awesome.
Okay, before you get into that, I'm gonna ask the question here.
Well, first of all, you're not gonna get into it. I don't want any spoilers, so you cannot get into it.
My teacher said that he saw one of the raunchiest trailers he had ever seen before going to see Deadpool, and it was the Muppets like
it's
having sex.
Mastermind. It looked.
Was it a real movie?
Yeah,
was
it
a
real movie?
Okay, I thought it was just something that like they did in front of Deadpool to just like as like a joke,
August.
you know.
Let me find
but he was like it's like Muppets with like prostitution and like fucking having sex.
It's
like
called The Happy Time Murders.
The Happy Time Murders.
Go watch the trailer. Oh my god!
I'm gonna save that for later.
It's like Team America, but it might be worse.
But it's with Muppets though.
Yeah, and it's made by
Jim Henson, right?
Well, Jim Henson. No, it is Jim Henson, but it's not. It's his son or something.
Jimmy Henson.
Jim Henson Jr.
Like Ben Henson or whatever. But
Handsome Dancel?
So it's crazy, man. You gotta watch the trailer. It'll have you.
I'll watch it.
rolling.
Like I said, I'm watching Deadpool tomorrow. So I'm gonna watch the trailer tomorrow.
Hopefully, it'll
obviously.
be on the viewing. Yeah,
It should be.
It should.
It should be.
But if not, Google that. That's so funny.
I didn't talk about what I've been up to. I don't really care what I've been up to.
Wow, rude.
Because I want to talk about Fortnite.
Nobody
Damn.
gives a
Oh
shit
my
about
god!
Fortnite.
You're such
a-
Everybody
You're
talks
such
about
a
Fortnite.
sheep. You're such a sheep. Follow the crowd.
I don't care, man. Fortnite's fun.
You see-
Fortnite's fun.
As soon as he started talking about Fortnite, he started lagging. Did you see that?
Yeah, because poop.
that Fortnite lag.
Go ahead, Joe. Talk
Fortnite
about
really is fun.
Fortnite.
Okay, Fortnite's really fun. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I've been playing it so much lately. Like, I at least make sure. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is about this game, but it just makes me want to play more. Like, I don't know, because I like winning, and it's so hard to
Doesn't happen
win. Yeah, it doesn't. Well, I actually got my first solo win the other day.
I actually got 2 wins today. I got a squad win and a duos win within like 3 games. So
Duos, to me, duos is easy. Duos is easy. Squad's not that
Squad's
bad.
easy, too.
It depends if you have a decent squad. That's all it depends on. If you have decent people playing with. But solo is probably obviously the hardest one. I finally got my first solo win the other day. Amazing. I was happy.
he just hit the
Kills did
bush
you
in the
get?
center the whole time.
Do what?
He hit a bush.
One. It sucked. I was running around the whole time looking for people. I had all these badass guns. Actually, I had a rocket launcher. That's the only badass gun I had. The other thing I had was like a green.
Was your one kill the
assault
best
rifle.
kill, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I couldn't find no one. I legit was searching and searching. I was in the circle the whole time, just running in the open too,
I like
just
to,
trying to find
I
someone.
like to win PUBG games without getting killed.
Oh my gosh, I've only done no kill win one time in duos, and
doesn't
me and my
count,
friend were. It counts.
Did
No
he get a
kill,
kill?
no
Did
win.
he get a kill?
No, he didn't get
Oh, he
good.
didn't get a
No,
kill,
we
okay.
both didn't. Yeah, we both didn't get a kill, and we won. I was like, what the
Yeah.
hell just happened?
I want to see proof. I think he's lying.
Who was his friend?
Show me the replays.
I probably have it on my PlayStation.
Oh, probably.
probably do.
I won't tell it.
I mean, I have it more like I save a lot of clips of Fortnite just because it's fucking fun. It's one of the best games I played in a long time, and it's free. So,
Best games you've played in a long time.
Yeah,
Fucking Little Caesar. He just Little Caesared fucking Fortnite right now.
Yeah, the best pizza I've ever had.
I actually had a conversation with a coworker. He was talking about Little Caesars.
Next week he's gonna be like, "Oh no, I never said Fortnite was." The best
Yeah.
It's one of the best games.
It was H1Z1, I promise.
Fortnite is one of the best games I've played in a while.
Have you
I'm not saying
played the actual Fortnite game, or are you just talking about Battle Royale? Then you can't say that.
First of all, I'm not paying $6 for the game. I'm not paying that. I'm not paying $6 for a game.
That is the game. That is Fortnite. So how can you say
Battle Royale.
Fortnite
Hey,
is?
time out. So, how many hours have you played Fortnite?
How many hours have I spent on this game? I don't know. A lot. Too many, probably.
Have you bought any cosmetic?
Yeah.
You have?
I got a lot of dances.
How much money
I danced my ass off Daniel.
How much money have you spent?
Probably more than I need. Actually, no, because I started playing really a lot in I think midweek 2. I didn't buy the battle pass in week 2. I bought the battle pass in week 3, which was $10. I bought the battle pass in week 4, which is $10. But you get V-Bucks when you're completing missions. And you
have to buy a battle pass every week?
No, it's like every couple months, like every month and a half or something like that.
It's like because the battle pass lasts 8 weeks.
Oh.
So it's pretty much, like I said, literally 8 weeks. So pretty much 2 months, I guess. Everyone's every 2 months.
$60.
Probably not.
Well, spend $60.
Maybe 40, maybe 50. But I don't think it's 60.
I
mean, there's stuff out.
So they
Wow.
If you buy the game, you actually get stuff
you actually get stuff.
Multiplayer.
We'll buy the
So I
game.
don't see you might as well just buy the game.
The actual game is actually fun.
Yeah,
you get V-Bucks too.
You'll get good at building.
Yeah, you'll get good at building.
I'm good enough at building. I build my stairs. That's all I need to build.
I build my stairs.
Stairway to heaven.
I build things around me and I build stairs. That's how I love Fortnite still. That's it. It's just a fun game, man. I like it. I don't know why. I don't know what's about it. It's just something.
So,
I
what
don't
was
know.
your coworker saying about Little Caesars?
Oh, he was telling me how Little Caesar is just great if you need something real quick and easy. I was like, I'd rather just not fucking eat than to get Little Caesars. I'd rather just not eat. Like I tell you that right now. And then I asked him about what his favorite pizza is. He's like, it's hard to say. And he started getting all this other stuff. It was like literally, I think
he started flip-flopping like Joe, or what?
No, first I never flip flop. Yeah,
Hey,
did you ever go back and listen?
by the way.
What did I say?
I haven't listened to it yet. It's episode 27.
Please go listen to it. But anyways, I was like, well, what's your favorite take? He's like, it's hard to say. He's like, I like this.
If I remember correctly on the episode 2, you said Totino's was better than Papa John's.
I probably did. I'm not gonna lie. I probably said that. But as you get older, things change. But yeah, I'm not gonna.
Only been 13 episodes.
I probably did say that though. I probably did. It's something I would. And I ain't. And you know what? Since then, I probably had to have a Totino's pizza at all.
I haven't had one in a while either. It kind of makes.
I haven't had one in a long time. It kind of does.
99-cent hop.
I don't know. They used to be
his favorite
surfing out of the
pizza?
square.
Did he ever tell you?
He never did say. He was like, well, and he started talking about Brookshire's pizza, frozen pizza they have. That's the best frozen pizza that there
Did you
is.
ask him what his favorite out of the main chains were?
I did. He couldn't even answer, so I just said, all right, whatever. Yeah, I was like whatever.
Out of Brookshire Farms.
Oh man, but yeah, that's my little Fortnite spiel. Just yeah, just want to say how Fortnite's a fun game.
Yeah.
Daniel, do you want to finish your Deadpool review now?
Yeah. Sorry.
It was
first of all,
entertaining. Okay. And
Okay.
I don't do any of y'all. I don't want to say it, but do y'all know who one of the bad guys is in the movie?
I've heard, but don't say it. I've heard,
Cable?
but don't say it.
Well,
I've heard, but don't say it.
Cable.
Don't say it. See, Jared doesn't know, so don't say it.
Well, it's not really.
Yes, it is. It is.
I saw it coming before I even seen it.
You claim you always see everything coming. You claim you always seen everything coming.
Who else was never? Oh my god, you'll see. Oh my god.
Okay.
You always claim you see everything coming.
I'm just gonna say this.
How did the X-Force? How were they? Did they play a decent role in it?
I've heard.
No.
Okay.
I've heard that. I heard they didn't do the X-Force right. That's what I heard. That's what someone told me.
I just want to tell you this: the other bad guy in the movie is voiced by Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
Is he?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's cool. That's cool.
Green Lantern.
Whenever you watch it, listen for it. It's crazy. They like lower octave his voice. So anyway.
That's cool. That's cool. So was it better than the first one or no?
I've been playing the first one a lot on FX.
They're about the same, man. They're both great films. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't know if I'm gonna say great films. They're both good films. I mean, they're entertaining. I mean, it's a comedy, so
you can call them great. Why don't you call them a great film?
I don't know if you
it's a
consider
great film.
a great film, Oscar-winning
Deadpool. Do you consider a great film Oscar-winning? Because some of those Oscar-winning films aren't really great films.
Well, you're right. Some of them aren't. Most of them.
Then why can't you call them a great film? If you like Deadpool, it's a great film to you. I like Deadpool.
It's a good movie.
In my opinion, it's the only superhero movie that does something different than all the other ones. So I feel like
it's a great film.
Well, even if it's a bad film, it's like a unique experience, you know, like because normally people are going to these fucking superhero movies. It's like, okay, we go in on the hero and something fucked up's going on, and then he mows it down. We do a little 10-minute monologue or whatever to build a story, and then the new threat comes in. Shit happens, and then they save the day at the end. Like that pretty much has been almost every movie.
The thing with Deadpool,
Deadpool doesn't happen like that, you know.
The dialogue is very interesting because it's funny. Like it's very unique, and it's not like a typical superhero movie you're saying.
It's a great film.
And if they are, they're making fun of it. I feel like
they make fun of a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they're making fun of itself almost.
My biggest complaint with the movie was it basically had the same opening as the first, you know, where you like goes back in time, or you see kind of in the future, and he's like, "Well, hold on, let me take you up to this point."
Where
That's
they
classic
like
Deadpool, though.
they did
That's classic
the
Deadpool.
what was that bridge scene where he fucking was maneuvering through all the bullets and then they take you back
Yeah,
everything
it's
happened?
basically
Okay.
the same thing. Not the same scene, but I don't know. I was like,
They should
did you
do the
really have
same
to show
scene. That
that
shit would
again?
have been funny. They should do the same scene. That should have been fucking hilarious.
But,
Just troll the audience. They didn't know if they were there in the first.
Just like, oh shit, we already did this scene.
oh, this is Deadpool too. Sorry, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
We just did this so we can extend the movie and get more sponsors. Thank you for bearing with us.
And I did hear that they were talking about obviously the next Deadpool, but they were talking about they're gonna skip Deadpool 3, gonna call it Deadpool 4, just because it's Deadpool and it'd be funny. I read that the other day. What else have I been doing? I've started playing Nino Kuni some more again.
Isn't that like a Pokemon almost?
The first one was. This one's more.
Okay.
It's a hack and slash.
Okay.
It has some Higgledies, kind of like Pokemon.
Higgledies.
Pokemon.
Higgledies.
Charizard.
And you hear that Pokemon rumors, man? It's getting hot.
Man, I hold my breath until anything is announced.
I'm staying away from all the rumors. Staying away from everything. I like ever since I've been literally trying to, anything I want to know anything about, I try to stay away from any spoilers. That way I can go into it fresh. And it's actually been really great. I like doing that now. I love doing that now.
It's been really awesome.
It is. It's been really, it's like, no,
yeah,
it's actually really refreshing because you actually get everything organic.
It's nice to go media black.
It's just very organic. Like when I said I was watching Dragon Ball Super, I would mute all the words on Twitter and Facebook. That way I would get any kind of spoilers. Did that same thing with did the same thing with the Avengers Infinity War, and it's just so great going in organic and afraid and seeing it and that's I hate whenever I look at something I know when something's gonna happen and I'm like pretty much like okay now that's about to happen and it doesn't feel as I guess as intense and great as it was supposed to actually feel. You're not supposed to know it.
Speaking of reveals and stuff, Jared,
you want me to show my titties? Oh,
we don't want to ban.
I didn't know you said reveals. Okay, I'm just thinking.
I wanted to discuss and compare and contrast the Call of Duty Black Ops and the Battlefield that went down. Me personally, I thought Black Ops and they took their game and elevated it, and I felt like
how did they elevate it?
Okay, so here's where I'm coming from. I haven't been playing any Call of Duty since like maybe probably Black Ops 2. Like I may have owned the other games.
That's the last one I played hardcore too.
And I don't remember any of that stuff being in Black Ops 2. Like the fucking classes, the trip mines. You had classes and like fucking trip mines and burning people on fire in a fucking circle. But not like that. Not like Rainbow Six Siege type classes, you know?
You mean they stole it from
Battlefield? No, not necessarily, because Battlefield doesn't have any kind of power-up stuff like that. Yeah, but they need that because they have the vehicles. And that's the one thing I don't think any other game can do correctly besides Battlefield. I don't think that's why they try. I think Battlefield is very
vehicles in Call of Duty.
Maybe if it's a big team battle. Like a Halo type deal. I don't think it will. Yeah,
helicopters and planes.
We'll see. Well, it depends on those guns on it.
Usually, you can say, "Oh, I'm gonna have a helicopter and plane," but those could be airstrikes or something shit like that.
They're saying you can operate.
Yeah, AC-130. Operate the AC-130 when you called it in.
It's gonna be because they're trying to copy Battle Royale and they have.
My thing about Call of Duty
vehicles.
What?
Fortnite doesn't have vehicles.
Well, Fortnite.
PUBG.
PUBG does.
Yeah. PUBG wants to be Fortnite.
No, well, considering PUBG was doing it first, but
okay. I'm not looking at Call of Duty though in terms of like there's battle royale games. Everything's gonna have battle royale. I say fuck battle royale. I'm trying to look at the other gameplay and see because like the zombie modes actually looked interesting. Like normally normally I would play zombie mode like the first fucking level or the first couple 2 levels and I'd be done playing. I wouldn't ever play it again. This looks like it has replayability just with all the different scenarios because it actually looks somewhat entertaining to like go and play. So
what, 4 or 5 maps?
they said starting out, I think it was going to be 4, and then there was going to be more releases later on. And I think that's because they're trying to put more into like the story behind it. It looked like
I hope so.
I don't
have
know.
a campaign anymore.
Yeah, well
That's
the
fine
thing.
to me.
I think that's what they said. They weren't going to have a big campaign, but every story mode was almost had like its own mini campaign in itself. So, which is fine because I don't even play like the last Black Ops or the last fucking Battlefields. I didn't even touch the campaign at all
I'm about to say,
once.
everyone knows that you play Call of Duty. You're not touching the campaign. Now the fact that they're taking the campaign out, like everyone's going
Modern
crazy. Like,
Warfare
oh,
was so awesome, that campaign. The first Modern Warfare.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
that was a good one.
And the second one was good. Third one was the third one good.
That one was trash.
Okay, fourth one was the fourth one good.
I didn't play the third one or I stopped.
then why care about these campaigns anymore? Then why care about them?
Because you don't want the death single.
These games are making their money off multiplayer and esports
games like
now.
God of War.
They're leaving those games to that.
Games like God of War are gonna flourish even more now because of that. Hopefully. Even more, because they're like, oh man, this is a great single player game. No game can touch, and you're already saying that. No one goes to Call of Duty to play for a campaign mode. Sorry, no one does that. I'm sorry that they fucking eat crickets in the park. Yeah, do that crap. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I agree with Joe. I think they're steering their game more to the esports arena because that's what everything's going to, and they are a big esports game, regardless of whether you watch or play it or not. I think it's always going to be there because the younger people are there playing it.
They were making a campaign because the game's been in development for 3 years, and Battle Royale took off, and they're like, "Oh shit, what do we do? Our campaign sucks."
That's great on them. That just shows them that they know what they know what their fans are going towards.
And their reveal, that was literally like the last thing they said. They're like, "Oh yeah, we have Battle Royale as well." So that just shows you that they were focusing. I feel like they were focusing on the other stuff, and then just said, "Oh, well, you guys want a Battle Royale? We're gonna put it in, basically." Because they didn't even show anything for it.
I know.
Exactly, because they were just that's probably the last thing they added in. Because fuck Battle Royale. If you're gonna play Battle Royale, you're gonna play your own style of Battle Royale, whatever you prefer. True. And I think they're just adding it in there to just be like, hey, do you guys want to play this and mix it up different? And then go back and play something else.
Our game.
I think their Battle Royale is going to be like 25 versus 25 or something like that.
There's no way it's going to be 100. They can't.
No, their servers can't handle that. Hell, servers first day they can barely handle what they get.
They're teaming with Blizzard now. Did you guys not notice that though? They said
they're using BattleNet.
Blizzard and I think they were talking about like having higher end servers like this go around. So I feel like they might be trying to get around for that.
The server load can handle it. Just think about the player count. Call of Duty has never had player count in the millions like PUBG has or Fortnite. They never had concurrent player count like that. I mean, yeah, they've had a lot, 100,000 player count, but when you start doing games that are 100 people
all it takes is Ninja, Tim the Tatman, Shroud, Doc, one of those guys to start playing it. One of those guys to start playing it, and everybody's gonna start picking it up.
The reason that I think PUBG and Fortnite can do that Battle Royale or to do they have the player count because of Battle Royale. They know they can have this Battle Royale. Now that Call of Duty and Battlefield eventually they're gonna have it. I think more players are gonna gravitate towards that play the PUBG or play that probably don't want to play a Fortnite or PUBG, and they'd rather play something with a little bit better graphics.
I really don't think they're gonna steal that many players from Fortnite.
They're not gonna steal that many players, but they will steal players. They will steal players.
They'll still less the casual people that are getting stomped. But
let's talk about Battlefield. I feel like we're being maybe a little bit biased with Call of Duty, even though like normally it would be the other side around. I feel like, but what about Battlefield? Like,
I mean, dude, I thought the Battlefield reveal was legit. I mean, yeah, they only showed a trailer, but after hearing their press announcements and stuff, man, Battlefield V is not really 5; it's V for victory.
You can hear press announcements all you want, but the thing is, you need to see it actually happen.
Yeah.
Well, you saw it happening, but they just had to explain it because it was just a trailer, and they're gonna show it all at E3 or whatever. But
yeah,
dude, Battlefield looks sick. I mean,
the only things that entertained me are my friends were talking about. You could throw back nades, like they're bringing that back. I think the tank. They're getting more into tanks, which I fucking hate tanks just because I normally play like a medic or something
they're bringing
else.
back
But
full destruction, man.
yeah,
Which is amazing.
duos mode. I've semi played that a little bit on Battlefield 4.
I don't know if you read the
3.
thing about the what is it called, real bullet dynamic or something that they're having, where everything's happening in real time. So like if you shoot a house, like the debris and stuff, all the physics
should be like chipping away and shit like that.
But it's all happening in real time. So if you shoot it with like a tank, when it goes through, the debris goes inside the building, and when it exits the house, and like if
shoots
it explodes,
out backwards.
it shoots out. But everything's happening in real time and not like scripted, like building collapse.
That's cool that they're doing that. Like, yeah, you're gonna get in and be like, man, that looks cool. But here's my problem with like the conquests and shit like that. Like, those are some of my favorite game modes. And Battlefield 1, there was three or four maps where if you got to one point on your attacking side, you were not getting past that. So it was basically.
Well, I think part of it had to do with the time period that they're going after World War I. It was more open and like that. So
they need to fix their maps though for stuff like that.
I think this one's gonna be fixed, man, because it's gonna be more like town oriented.
What time period is Battlefield taking place in?
World War II.
Okay. I didn't watch any trailers for Battlefield. I'll call it.
And I did like how they said that they're not doing traditional World War II stuff like for their campaign. It's all side stories that people don't know. Like they're not doing Storm the Beach, the typical World War II stuff. Doing all the side stories, the vignettes like they did in Battlefield.
So then they said it would change based off what you did in the story and like how many what you saved or what you didn't save.
No, I think they were talking that part. They were talking
about Tides of War or something like that.
Yeah, that's the 4-player. I guess kind of like a battle royale thing. It's 4 players and it's co-op. And you're playing it. It's like 64 days long, and you're playing against other people in these war scenarios. I don't know. Crazy.
I can understand all that, but I'm kind of in the same boat as Joe. Like Call of Duty, I'm more of a visual guy. Call of Duty showed me what the fuck's going on in their new game. The stuff that I got from the visuals in Battlefield reminded me a lot of Battlefield 1. So it was hard for me I needed to see the concepts that they're trying. If they're trying to introduce new concepts, I want to see it. We'll see.
Patience, Padawan.
Man, that's what, or maybe that's what they want you to think. They're like, we can't show it because it really looks the same, so we're just gonna throw a bunch of articles out there.
Battlefield has always been better than COD.
See, I'm about to say Daniel's always been all about Battlefield, and he hates Call of Duty, so that's a biased opinion right there.
It is biased. You're right, but Battlefield has always been better, man. It's more real.
I would normally agree.
Real doesn't mean it's better.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
I would normally agree with that, but I think that they might have a challenge on their hands.
Nah.
Give me Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2 over any Battlefield game any day.
You are out of your mind, son.
Give me those two over any Battlefield game.
For one, Bad Company 2 blows both of those games.
Like I said, give me Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops 2 over those any Battlefield game any day of the week.
You like Fortnite. You would like this game.
Those two. Now,
that's why
to me, I know a lot of people don't like Battlefield Hardline. I loved Hardline. Hardline was fun.
See, you like the arcadey stuff.
A lot of people like Hardline though.
Hardline was fun. Hardline was just
more arcadey. That's why.
It was just different. The cops
you like
and robbers.
Arcadey stuff, and it's okay, Joe. It's okay to be wrong.
That's not wrong. Our Hardline was fun. I like Battlefield 4 though. Battlefield 4 was fun.
Once they fixed it.
Yeah, it was
fun. 1942, but
I'm trying to think of the Battlefield. What was the Battlefield? The most recent one.
One?
Was it one?
Yeah, it was one me and you played for a while, and
the one with the horses and shit like that. Yeah, it was alright. I don't know why. I just couldn't get into it like I could before.
I like scopes on guns. I like scopes and shit on guns. Like I don't like having to look down iron sights and shit. I feel like it's so hard to do that differently on how they do their iron sights. Like where the bullet actually goes and shit. So.
I think that's what it was. It just couldn't. I
think V is gonna be awesome though, man. I think they got it because it's not super like new and high tech, but it's not like super old like World War I was. So you're gonna have scope.
What system? What system are you gonna get it for?
What do you think of Trevor Noah being there? I thought that was he was basically there for Yeah, no, he was the host for the reveal.
Oh, I didn't watch it. I just watched it.
Yeah, he was trying to come off as a big like Battlefield fan. To me, he was just like I don't normally like his style of comedy to begin with. He's kind of like a snobby British comedy. I feel like.
But that mixed white guy, right? Trevor Noah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But he was just like, they're bringing back co-op from Battlefield 1. Can you tell us more about that? And the guy was like, yeah, I'd love to tell you about that. We haven't had co-op since Battlefield 3. So I was just like, this guy's been talking up how he's been such a Battlefield fan, and then he doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about. So I don't know.
All right.
I just hate when they do that, when they bring somebody on there to try and capture more people, and then they bring some douche on there who doesn't even really know what he's talking about. Like, get somebody like a YouTube guy, like fucking
EA actually has been
PewDiePie or
having
some
problems with like conferences like that. Like last E3, they brought somebody out. He didn't know what was going on.
That wasn't the YouTube guy that like shit his pants on stage, was it? For Need for Speed or something like that?
For Need for Speed.
He's like, my name is I'm a YouTube star, and we're gonna talk about this game.
Royally effed, man. He could not read the teleprompter, and he just.
He got the name of the game right, and then from then on, he's like, "Yeah, it's a really good game. We're gonna go to this guy next.
It's a good game that you race cars in." Oh yeah, that was awful.
But yeah, I will be anxious to see when more stuff comes out, more media comes out over the games. My opinion, I'm still keeping my opinion open
like
on
20
both.
days.
So, yeah. When was Call of Duty slated to come out? Because Battlefield was October 19th, I think.
Battlefield was October 16th.
Call of Duty
October
is the 4th,
11th if you're in EA Access.
I think the 4th for Call of Duty. It's the first week of the October.
Okay.
Yeah, because they moved up because they were scared of Red Dead, which they should.
Oh yeah, why wouldn't they be? Everyone's gonna be scared of Red Dead. Yeah. Everyone is.
Get away. Far away. Run and never look back, Simba.
Yeah, that's the best thing they can do.
They also said that you can no longer go into games anymore by yourself. So like you automatically get put in a squad.
Premium pass.
Yeah, no premium, which is nice.
Which means that they're gonna make you pay for everything else. You're not gonna get any free stuff.
There's no
premium
loot box.
pass. Yeah, I know. It's just gonna be, hey, you can straight up buy this skin for $20. No loot box, just straight up buy.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be.
Actually, dude,
Destiny just did that.
I would rather have that though, for real. Why would? I hate loot boxes.
Yeah. Especially if you know what you want.
Exactly.
It'd be nice if they opened up like a marketplace like that, like they do for like CS:GO and stuff like that. I mean, honestly, it brings in more chances for dupes and stuff like that. But I just like that if you have an item and you don't want it anymore, you can sell it for fucking $1.50 if you want, and use that to get a key for something else if you do want to open a loot box in another game or something like that. So
they'll never be able to do that though on console. Microsoft or Sony won't let them have an off-site auction house. But
burn it on Blizzard. Blizzard has their own fucking auction house with their WoW game, basically.
Yeah, that they always end.
Wow.
But yeah, it's still in WoW though, isn't it?
Yeah,
I read something today.
Diablo had their own auction house.
Well, they did, but they shut it down.
Yeah,
broke it. People were getting rich off of that.
Give people anything, they're gonna break it. Give people anything.
They were just mad that they weren't making as much money as some of these other guys were but that's the whole point of the marketplace. You're there, it's there so to help the users, not the fucking game.
Dude, if
you know?
Blizzard and Diablo really wanted to be shady, they could have went into the auction house and like created those items that everybody was looking for.
Yeah,
sell them for cash.
That's all you got to do. I mean, that they own the game, like they own the IP. They can just give each other the games or the items. All that's going to do is just make everything cost less because there's going to be more of them out in the market. But
right, but if they did it right, man, they could really.
I feel like that might be illegal, though.
It is. I'm sure.
I'm not 100% sure, but it could be.
But
collusion.
Collusion, yeah. Like it's something that they're doing on their own game, you know, and especially if they didn't come out and say that this is from Diablo, like the head guy, you know, or this is whatever. But anyways, let's see here. What's my topic? What?
You don't
What?
have a topic.
I do have a topic. Here it is. So, what movies did you watch when you were younger that you probably shouldn't have?
Movies? I mean,
Yeah.
do porns count?
we're taking all porn off. Taking all porn off the porn.
So like movies
All of it.
your mom or dad let you watch that you probably shouldn't have watched. That, like, man, that's fucked up. Why did I watch that
Okay.
movie as a 5-year-old?
It's not really a movie, but it was a special. It was a HBO special. It was a Chris Rock's Bigger Blacker comedy special. I watched that when I was young. I shouldn't have been watching that shit. That was some.
You remember?
Oh, I remember. All I know is I should have been in bed, but my dad was watching it. I was around the corner, just watching, peeking over, like that, just
What you
laughing.
watching, Daddy?
Yeah, just laughing at the kid. Cause I'm in. That's the first time I heard that runs like some stand-up comedy that was just like over the edge. Like I never heard anything like that before. Like, man, listen, he's using all these words together. Like I'm taking notes. Like I didn't know you could use all these words in one
Man,
sentence.
look at
But
those combinations.
yes, the combos out everywhere. Just oh my god, Daddy wants a damn piece of big chicken and shit like that. Like, there's a bunch of shit going on in that comedy special. It was fucking great. That was probably one of them. And oh man, I'm trying to think of like something else I probably shouldn't have watched when I was younger that I
I could probably
watched.
think like I probably shouldn't have watched Alien when I was like 5. You know, I mean, horror movie, kind of terrifying for a 5-year-old. Man, I mean, I remember watching all those like horror movies and stuff.
Yeah, I remember watching horror movies too when I was younger. And I shouldn't have watched them, but I didn't like. Well, I really didn't like horror movies. So I would watch them. Another one that came on HBO too. It's not really a movie, but Tales from the Creep. Ain't that what it's
Tales of
called?
the Crypt, the show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I used to watch that when I was younger too. I probably shouldn't
I
have.
should. Yeah, we probably started watching that shit right there. That's another one.
What's another one? Man, what do we used to, dude, I used to watch Married with Children all the time.
Oh, I did too.
Like young, we used to stay up and watch it. My mom was
Garrett-
always like, y'all don't need to be watching that, but we'd still watch it, and like she cared, but she didn't care enough to really turn it off, you know.
Was it really that bad? I mean, I know watch it now.
For
Like,
a
there's
young
couple.
kid, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I also remember The Simpsons used to be bad. You know, everybody thought The Simpsons was bad, but now today's standard, nothing rated PG now, and it used to be like MA back in the day. What else? I mean, there's all sorts of stuff, man. I mean, I used to watch like Under Siege and stuff with my dad, and there's like nudity and stuff in there. My mom would be always like, "Close your eyes," and it's just all this stuff, man. It's crazy. Trying to think if I was anything I was ever scared of. I remember being scared of it when it. I watched that one. I don't know. I couldn't have been any older than 5.
I feel like it's better to watch the scary movies when you're younger, though, so you actually do get afraid, as
Kinda had
opposed to
that
now.
forgiveness, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, okay, well, I'm probably not going to get my head chopped off on the way home by a psycho, so
know,
it's
this
probably
is
not
my-
that scary.
Now you're like, if a psycho comes to me with a knife, I got the gun. So
Yeah.
this scenario.
Who's gonna win now?
Yeah, I think Chucky was the only thing that scared me when I was young. That's the
I
only
kicked
thing that
that dog
scared
in
me.
the head. Yeah.
Oh, Chucky scared the living dog shit out of me. Yes, dog shit.
I think they're making a new one.
Yeah, now it's just like, I was like,
On
it's
another
just Chucky.
little side topic, have y'all ever ordered anything when y'all were younger, like through the mail or anything?
Like, what do you
Have
mean?
I ever ordered anything through the mail?
Yeah, like
Like what-
it took
like
like
what-
6 to 8 weeks. You probably didn't care.
6 to 8 weeks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all these kids these
Like, if you
days
order,
are
yeah.
freaking spoiled with Amazon drones and shit.
There's something I ordered in the mail that took a long time. I cannot
Man,
remember what it
I
was.
remember when I was like 5 or 6, ordered like some toy or something. Took 6 to 8 weeks. I was like, man, it's like this is eternity. I'm gonna be dead by the time I get this thing in the mail. And time it comes in, I forgot about it. I'm like,
I feel
ooh.
like the only thing I've done something like that for might have been like back in the day if they had like a giveaway on like a cereal, you had to
Yeah,
collect like certain
stuff like
things
that.
and get, but yeah, but like I was never like I would just forget about it because the toy wasn't that good anyways, and I'd be like, oh shit, I got it, and I'd play with it for like 20 minutes and be done
and
with
it
it.
broke.
Bro.
Yeah.
Man, I loved getting the monthly like Nintendo Powers and stuff. man, that was such a great day when I come home and that was the box. Woo, buddy. Great days. Great days.
Daniel just walking in with a fat chubby, just like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Nintendo Power's here.
I'll be back.
Your mom just looks at your dad all worried, like,
this is your son.
Was that a porn? It's like, no, just Nintendo Power came in today.
You got the power. Oh, man. So,
I remember doing the stuff like that with like eBay and stuff like that because I was always like looking at like the new cleats or shit like that would come out. But
yeah, I remember doing that shit with eBay. Yeah,
like bats, cleats, gloves, fucking basketball shoes. Like yeah.
Oh, those eBays. Yeah, I love them sometimes.
I remember looking at a CCS catalog. It was like.
Ooh, I did get those too. Yeah, I got those for a little bit.
Those things religiously, like, ooh, when am I gonna buy?
And all those were just fucking little catalog with like a couple of ads in it. But
it's like the Sears catalog.
Yeah, you just
remember getting those big Toys R Us books.
Dude, yeah, I remember those big books. Like,
those were the jam back in the day.
Yeah,
the big Christmas list or whatever. And just literally had every item in there.
Everything. So I figured this whole page.
I hope.
Honestly, that was like one of their best ideas, in my opinion. Like, they should have kept doing that because it at least got kids like looking at their shit.
They were still doing it. They did it last year. That'd be nice if they did it this year. It'd be funny.
Yeah.
Come see.
Really. What do y'all want?
50% off. We have a pallet of wood.
We have store shelves.
Yeah.
Come by Jeffrey. Everything must go. Almost bought a Jeffrey the other day. I was in there. We were looking around.
Jeffrey needs a new home.
Everything's too expensive. Almost bought
one. The fuck you gonna do with a Jeffrey?
It was the little like stuffed animal Jeffrey. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's Memento, bro.
He has 2 daughters. He can do it to one.
I got 2 daughters, asshole.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "Who the fuck is this dad?" When they're grown up, like, it was before your time.
He has one single tear coming out. Let me tell you.
Maybe I'm gonna get Jeffrey and stick him on a stick outside and light him on fire and send him out to sea. I don't know.
Get the big neon Jeffrey, like from the sign, so that way you can put it up.
I'm gonna go up there. Hey, is this the sign for sale?
Hey, the sign for sale, $5 right now. I'll take it.
They'd probably be like, they probably turn you into the cops right after, thinking you're a pedophile or some shit.
They have a sign in the store that says. There's a sign in the store that says everything must go, even shelves and everything. I was like, well, go buy the neon sign.
So how does that work if they don't sell that shit? Like, do the employees just get to take whatever the fuck they want?
A liquidation company comes in and sells it out.
And they take it all. They probably take it all and then sell it like in an auction.
Some
probably.
Yeah.
Some investor will come and buy like all the shells, and put it in.
I want to do an auction. I want to go to an auction like that for like a tech company because I watched Linus Tech Tips and NCIX, the place he used to work for.
You probably buy some killer stuff for real.
They went out of business, and like some of it you would actually be bidding on what it is, but some of it just be like you're bidding on everything in this box, and like half the time like it would be a box of something, and then you open it up and it's actually something that was like way more expensive, and you wouldn't even know unless you like go in there and look,
Right.
So
mystery boxes are like that. Like they have this airsoft website. Like they call it a box of awesomeness, and you don't ever know what's in it, and you can buy it. It's like $200 or whatever, but.
They have that on eBay.
Yeah, usually there's guns in there that are like $500 sometimes. Sometimes you get crappy stuff. It just depends, but you at least get your value. But yeah, I've seen the eBay boxes.
Yeah, like $2,000 for an eBay mystery box, or like $100 or just whatever. And like, I seen one guy. I think he opened a $2,000.
Yeah.
And there was like, I think a Rolex was inside the box. Like that's the most expensive thing. It was like some other bullshit crap. But I think the Rolex was the most expensive thing.
$2,000 on a mystery box.
That's
I
insane.
don't. Yeah, and those videos sometimes can be doctored, so it's like makes me not do that.
He's the one who selling the box.
Either he's selling the box, or they got someone buying the box for them, so they can open on video or some bunch like that.
I'd get a box and it'd be a box of air.
Some peanuts.
I was at Cabela's today, and they're selling cans of oxygen that you just like spray into your mouth. So they're actually selling air, and it's like, and they had a little warning on the thing. Hold on.
I think you need some.
Yeah. Did you pick up a can? Because you need
Sorry,
it.
I had to laugh and cough. It was like, just because this bottle is light does not mean it's empty. Air is not that heavy. I was like, what the fuck?
It said air is not that heavy.
Well, yeah, like, why do you have to tell people this? I guess people were buying it and bringing it back saying, this shit's empty.
They're shaking it. No, it sounds full to me.
I'm surprised they can sell oxygen like that though.
Yeah, I don't
There's
know.
probably
It
something
was
about it.
it was like a little canister, so it's probably only like a certain amount. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised too, because I mean, fuck, you could make that into a bomb if you wanted to, or whatever, just because you can light that shit. So
Get high off
you can get high off of
Or that.
sniffing that
Oh my god.
CO2. So what's your topic, Joe?
All right. So my topic we talked about last week a little bit. I think we talked about earlier, like way long time ago in one episode. I don't think we ever really
It's
got
like
into
episode
it.
1.
Yeah, it was episode 1. But
two or three. Something.
which Super Saiyan was
Disney princesses, man. Which one would you sleep with? Which one would you go after? You know, if you had a chance to go after one of the Disney princesses, they're all obviously 18 and above.
So
None of this
is
little
Ariel
play-by shit.
is Ariel human Ariel or mermaid Ariel?
Hey, it's whatever you want.
Whatever I want.
Yeah, whatever you're into. That's what it boils down to. We had so many Disney princesses, and also you also throw in Princess Leia, since she is technically part of the Disney family now because of Star Wars shit.
She's not
so.
a princess though. A Disney
Princess
What
Leia.
are you talking
It's in her
about?
fucking name.
No.
I don't know. It's in her fucking
The
name.
Disney
Why would it-
princesses are only from the classic Disney.
We're gonna throw in Carrie Fisher as well because she's a queen.
She's a Disney. Is she not part of Disney? Is she not part of Disney?
No,
Why not?
That's not.
Is
that's not
Star
the
Wars not part of
question.
Disney?
No,
Is Star Wars not part of Disney?
not of classic Disney animation.
Did I say classic Disney animation? I said
Oh my
Disney princess.
Oh, I mean, we could just make it easy and just say, fuck
Fine
it.
it.
It's not
Fine
classic Disney animation. Just say Emma
Alright.
Watson from
Fine
the whatever the
Yeah, I mean, come on.
that movie
Come on.
was, Beauty and the Beast.
Don't put loopholes in there to make it easy. Get out of here.
I wasn't making it easy.
Princess Leia.
We're gonna add in. We're gonna add in
Because if we're
fucking
gonna do
a hot
that,
chick
we're gonna-
compared
we're
to
gonna add
actual
in,
cartoons.
If
Yeah,
we're
add
gonna-
in Emma Watson. You gotta add in Emma Watson
Yeah.
because she played wherever
Belle.
the Beauty and the Beast was. Belle, yeah.
No, if we're gonna do that, we're gonna add in Queen Amidala and Natalie Portman, and I'm gonna say her. Okay, so
All right, then. Well, then skip that completely. Just trying to throw some
And-
different ones out there.
We're
So
gonna add
classic-
in
so
Hilary
they did-
Duff because
Alright.
she was a princess at one
Fuck.
point, like in a movie or something like that. So
Hillary Duff wins fucking anything. She wins. Okay.
that thick with multiple C's, like 5
Oh
or
my
6
God,
C's.
Yeah. She's thick. She don't even need that K. She just has C's with all this shit.
who you
Anyway,
pick, Joe?
so I guess I was gonna go last, but my pick. I'll probably pick Elsa.
Hmm.
She's a Disney princess. She
She
should be
is?
a princess. Yeah, I wasn't sure how that whole story went.
I feel like she would be like a part of the mother race. Like she'd be pretty racist against people that aren't like clear with white hair and shit like that.
You don't have a chance, Joe.
You're speaking my language right now. You're speaking my language. So far, she's already won me over. Then it's literally her.
She gonna freeze you.
But you know, Elsa would be my definitely number one choice to go with. I don't know why. Probably because of on the screen there, right there, Anna Faith. That's who that girl is right there, Anna Faith. By the way, she does cosplay.
So, are you
like
picking
that.
Anna Faith or are you picking Elsa?
Which
one are you
I'm kind of
picking?
picking. it.
I'm gonna pick a
Oh, wait.
porn star.
But, she's not a porn star.
You're
I would
cheating.
hope.
You're
I would hope.
cheating.
I don't- honestly,
No,
I don't-
it would be Elsa. No, it would really be Elsa.
I'm looking at the princesses here, and I don't think Elsa is a princess.
Elsa is she's an ice queen, isn't she?
That's a queen. That's not a princess.
Fuck it, I'm going big time. We're going big boy. We're going home.
Oh my gosh, he just broke his own stipulation.
Fine.
Leave
Can
it
I
to
pick
Joe.
Elsa? What's wrong with Elsa? Why
she's
can't I
not a
pick
she's not a
Elsa?
princess. I'm looking at the princesses, and there's no
What
Elsa.
do you mean? What
They
do you
said
mean?
the modern era is Rapunzel, Meridia, and Tiana, which I don't even know who the fuck Meridia and Tiana are.
Meridia is brave, I believe, right? And
I believe so. And Tiana might
Brave,
be the
yeah.
Princess and the Frog, right?
Correct. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm it now. Yeah.
And who else was there?
I did not see
Tango.
those movies. So I don't
Tango
know.
is Rapunzel.
So I can't do Elsa. Fun to do Elsa. Elsa was the best choice to have all of them. Dang. So now it's like really hard now because Elsa's my number one go-to. Man, it's really hard now. I don't know who to pick. Let me see my list right here. Let me see the character. I can see the character right here.
While he's thinking, I'll give my top three here because I'd go with any one of these. It'd be with Belle, Pocahontas, or Jasmine.
Pocahontas.
Man,
Dang,
Pocahontas is Pocahontas though. I can't.
Would you say Pocahontas or Jasmine?
Mm-hmm.
My three would be
Pocahontas just has that body, you know.
So we're picking three. We're not picking one.
Well, I'm just saying, like any three of those, I'd be fine with.
He'd suck.
Any three.
Who would the number one be?
Maybe Jasmine or Belle. Jasmine's got the curves.
And she's got that money.
Yeah.
I feel you.
I'd
Yeah.
say
She's a little rich.
Pocahontas could build you a house, though.
Pocahontas can do a lot of things for you.
I know, that's the thing. I mean, I could just lay back and she could fucking shoot down whatever the fuck. I'd be fine.
Oh man, who'd you go, Daniel?
I think I would say my top three originally would be Jasmine, Ariel, or Belle, probably. Tango?
Ariel just seems like she'd get annoying after a while.
Yeah, probably.
I want to go swimming. Bitch, you were swimming yesterday. The fuck up.
I'm gonna throw you back in the ocean, bitch. Catch and release.
She wants to have fish every day. Wants to have fish every day for food. Be like, God damn, I'm tired of fish. Fish eat fish. That's what they do.
Fish eat fish. Oh man.
You could go back under the sea with your dad and his dildo trident.
Bitch, your pussy smells like fish. We need to talk.
Oh, well, I'm not picking her anymore.
I think Tango would be a good one if she cut her hair.
Yeah, let's see. I'd probably go Rapunzel.
Mulan.
See, I thought about Mulan because
Mulan still kind of looks like a man to me.
She got that lesbian stuff.
She got that song about looking like a man and all that. Or you can be a man or whatever.
Pocahontas.
Make a man out of
Pocahontas. I think Pocahontas, we all picked Pocahontas, didn't we?
No, I did.
Okay. I'd probably say Jasmine if I had to do Jasmine or Belle. I'd probably go Jasmine.
I'll say Pocahontas, Cinderella.
What about what is it? Not Mufasa, but
what the fuck, Mufasa? What about Mufasa?
Nala? Is she a princess?
I don't think so.
Because
she would have to be born from.
Yeah, she wasn't born into.
Yeah.
I think Simba ended up having a daughter, and technically she would be the princess. I feel like he had a daughter. I feel like.
I thought he had a son,
but I don't. But I can't. I haven't seen it in a while, and when I did see it, I don't even know if I watched all of it. So.
I think he had a son. I can't remember.
What you got, Joe?
Oh, Pocahontas, Snow White, and it's like
Snow White looks like a dyke to me.
Look at her in the corner by Joe's.
Which one?
Just the haircut reminds me of like my haircut of my mom. So I feel like that's why I just.
Snow White's right here.
That's Cinderella right there.
Oh, no, Snow White's. Yeah, Snow White's the one like right over your left shoulder.
Right here, right?
No, that's the one. It's the one right over your shoulder. It's Snow White.
Black hair is Snow White. Yeah, it's her.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I'm thinking of someone else then. Who am I thinking? I'm not thinking of her.
Cinderella's over there.
Oh my gosh.
Was it Cinderella I'm thinking of?
He don't even know anymore. As soon as he realizes he wasn't a princess, he doesn't know.
We're the one that had no money.
The poor one? So that would be Cinderella. Yeah,
Cinderella. There you go. She doesn't require much. She don't care. She came from.
Don't require much. She shoots for the stars for a guy. She ain't trying to settle. She's trying to go for the princes.
Well, I'm telling you, she might not get them, but she'll get right below.
No, dude, I actually went to Disney Princes, and there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 11 princesses.
Okay. I would go Pocahontas, Cinderella, and then Rapunzel. I think I'll go that one.
Is Moana a princess?
No,
Moana. I don't think she is.
that would
Technically,
be
she is.
that would be child molestation, in my opinion.
She is a princess. But
How is she a princess?
because she's a princess to the king of the island or whatever.
Is he a king or is he like
Leader.
like a muhaha
Leader.
or whatever they call it? Yeah, they have some kind of weird word for it.
Basically, king and queen.
Ruler of the island.
Ruler. Isn't that king?
Let me find out what it is.
Moana princess. I think she is a princess now. I mean, I'm mad.
I'm mad that Elsa isn't a princess. I'm mad.
I
Elsa
could
is a
see Joe
princess.
picking Moana.
No,
While bringing it up.
no, man. Pocahontas is probably Pocahontas or Snow White, or not Snow White. Cinderella might be my number one.
He's a
Pocahontas. I think Pocahontas is my number one choice. Then if I had to use those princesses, in Pocahontas for sure.
Pocahontas is your number one.
Probably so.
Daniel, he's a Mutuai chief. He's a chief.
Chief princess thing.
No.
Like Jared said, Pocahontas is thick with the multiple C's. The only reason she would be number one. I feel like I don't know, something about Jasmine. I couldn't. Jasmine's nah. She likes dirty poor boys.
Dirty poor boy.
She didn't even know that until later on.
she's a
I feel like.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she smelled him.
She likes to snoop.
I smell your balls and they smell like cheese.
Yeah.
Smell like a street.
I'm pretty sure he had to have a shower in the water. He walks around with a fucking monk on his shoulder. I mean, he can't smell too great.
Right.
Yeah.
Your Disney Princess Hour with Joe.
We'll do anime next time.
Anime?
We're gonna do anime
Next time on
Spoiler alert,
TopiCast.
Joe picked Bulma.
No, no, not at all. Not at all.
Who do you
Bulma
pick?
wouldn't be picked. I've got
Chi-Chi.
no. It's no one. It's actually no one from the Dragon Ball series.
What?
Yeah. It's actually
Sailor
someone
Moon.
from my. It's actually someone from My Hero Academia.
Sailor Moon.
The Mount Lady.
No, it's not Mount Lady. It actually would be a tie.
Her name's Mount Lady?
Yeah, because she like
She
can get as big as a mountain or whatever.
No.
I don't know. It would be a toss up between someone in My Hero Academia and someone in Naruto. It'll be a toss up. It'll be a toss up.
Fucking Tsunade, the titties.
Tsunade. Tsunade the bad bitch. Tell you that right now. Tsunade is definitely top of the list. Tsunade. See, Jared knows. Jared knows.
I know the titties.
He knows the titties. He knows Tsunade.
Anybody gonna see Solo this week?
No.
You know Joe's not.
I heard it's been getting bad reviews though already from
Getting
Rotten
what?
Tomato, but bad reviews on Rotten Tomato, but
Yeah.
you ever can't trust stuff like that.
I heard it's in the 70s to 80s on Metacritic.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna see it Thursday because I'm gonna go to a concert
Where are you going?
to the Bomb Factory in Dallas.
Okay.
Under oath.
Oh, I don't know.
Under oath.
Hopefully, I'm really hoping. I'm not gonna watch the movie. I don't know anything about the movie. I know it's Han Solo, all that stuff. I'm just hoping Donald Glover does really great. I just want him
They
to do
say
great. I mean,
he's awesome in it. They're already talking about doing
a full Lando movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
he's a great actor. He's a great entertainer. He's a great entertainer.
Did you see the rumors about him being Black Panther 2 villain?
I would love to see that, but I'm not sure who will play. I actually take that back. I don't want to see that. I already know who I want to see as a Black Panther 2 villain.
Who?
It's Namor. I want them to start bringing some more water scenes as far as like that into the MCU. It'd be cool.
I want them to actually make it good.
Movie.
Yeah, a good Black Panther movie. I didn't like the first one.
Yeah, the first one's great. It was good. I liked it. I loved it.
Either.
Well, y'all just don't like stuff. I'm sorry.
Because we're racist, right?
Probably so. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean,
I just couldn't get into it. Yeah, every time I watch it, I fall asleep. I can't get into it.
It was great. I loved it. It was enjoyable. I loved Michael B. Jordan as a villain. I thought he was probably one of the best villains that.
Do you see the thing that they're spitballing now with him
What?
as Blade?
Really?
Nah. Every time I see that guy, I just sit there and like think for the next 30 minutes to an hour. Is he related to Michael Jordan?
Why
Is
are
this
their
his
names
son?
the same?
Why is his name the same? So that
Nah, I don't
Every
think
time
so.
I
But
see him, I think of him as like a Wayne's brother. He reminds me of a Wayne's brother.
I
Or
can see
like
that. I can see
Nick
that.
Cannon's cousin.
Yeah.
No.
Or yeah, he kind of looks like Nick Cannon too. I'm like,
We got peak.
good.
This is a peak right now.
Peak.
Donald Glover can be. He's a good actor, entertainer, all that
Oh
good
yeah,
stuff.
Donald Glover.
So yeah, it'd be cool to see him as a villain. It'd be cool to actually see him in the Marvel.
Is
I mean,
Michael B.
he's
Jordan
actually,
the one that was in Creed, or is that?
yes,
Yeah.
that's Michael.
I want to see Donald Glover come
Donald-
back in Community. Troy and Abed. We
Oh
need
my
Troy and
God.
Abed
Yeah,
back.
that'd be great. I love man. Community is such an underrated show. It really is. Community is
I
such a-
agree.
But Donald Glover's already been in the MCU as far as the Spider-Man movie, so I'm not sure what they would do.
He's
as far as
Miles.
something like that. So I'm
Yeah,
not sure what the.
I mean, I
I'm
wasn't,
not sure.
but I said Michael B. Jordan was going to be Blade. You're
Do
talking
what?
about Michael B. Jordan being Blade.
Well, you said they talked about Donald Glover throwing out as far as the
Black
next
Panther,
villain in
yeah.
Black Panther. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's what they're talking about.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that would work out. They could easily do something like that.
I mean, you
Even
saying he was in Spider Man, that doesn't mean nothing. Michael B. Jordan was Johnny Flame in Fantastic Four.
Yeah, but Spider-Man is part of the continuity of the MCU. That's the only reason I say that.
Yeah, but he's not going to play a role in anything else. He was just in there to bring up Miles.
I want
Probably
them to
so.
have Blade.
wouldn't
I wish
doubt it.
they have Blade in the MCU. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, would be.
Because then you'd actually get like some heavy shit going on instead of
Day
just
one.
like, yeah. That's like I feel like these superhero movies can't ever really get that dark. Like is like Blade, like the other Blades, like I felt like that just had like a dark tone to it. Like when you watched it, you knew people were gonna get heads chopped off, shit was gonna go down. These other ones just like you're gonna see some explosions, but it's nothing like
Blade was the
you feel like
first
nothing's really
rated R
happening
comic book
almost.
movies.
It depends on who owns the movie, who has the movie rights, and what they can do, and what our audience are trying to target. If obviously if it's
I don't know who. I guess Fox has it, so Disney
Fox still owns it.
Disney
Yeah,
owns it now.
I feel like
it
that's
depends. Fox still has certain characters. They didn't let Disney didn't take all of Fox's characters.
They
There's
bought the
still
whole
certain.
studio.
I didn't think it was all final.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
No, it's
Are you
final
sure?
now. Yeah.
Is it actually final?
Yeah.
What
Are you
about
sure?
Deadpool?
Yeah.
Are they
own all
they own
that now.
Deadpool?
Yeah.
So many contracts.
I guess the thing I like about Deadpool, I mean, it may
is.
be grotesque, but I liked that they show him just like fucking slicing through shit. Like when they splattered the guy on the fucking street sign and like showed him looking like a fucking fly up there, like splattered everywhere. Like I like seeing shit like that because it's like okay, like that's somewhat real, you know. Like you're seeing the grotesqueness of what actually
Blade
happened.
2, I really liked. I think Blade 2.
Blade 3 had Triple H, didn't it?
nobody
Blade,
got
and then Blade 2. Blade 2 was good, and Blade 1 was all right. I felt like it was just kind of slow and it was kind of dated.
Yeah,
Blade 2, I
man,
felt
it was just balls to the
holds
wall.
up though. Yeah,
The CG
I
is
agree.
kind of crappy, actually. I went back and
Well, compared to nowadays, CG is much better. So
well,
yeah.
Want another Spawn?
Just need my Dragon Ball movie to hurry up come out. December 14th.
Yeah, we don't need another one of those.
December 14th.
Oh, is it animated?
Yeah.
Coming to theaters again, like the other ones?
December 14th. I just said.
What's it called?
It's. I don't think they have a name for it just yet.
How's it coming out December 14th? They only got a name.
It has a story concept. It has a lot. It has to do with Yamoshi. I think it's
They have to
Yamoshi
be
that does
almost
it.
done with it if it's already.
Well, I don't know what the story's called. I don't know what it's called.
God.
I literally don't know what it's called.
Is it
I just know.
take place after Super? Or
Yes, after Super.
God, so I'm gonna have to watch Super.
Not really, because they're because the things that they're gonna deal with things in the past. They're gonna deal with things as the first Super Saiyan God.
Half the time with these anime movies, like they'll just ignore fucking arcs half the time and be like, well, we're gonna pick this one up after
Dragon
season
Ball, everybody
3.
dies and comes back to life anyway, so it doesn't.
This one's doing like I said. It's dealing with Frieza. The first it's dealing with obviously the Saiyans, but it's dealing with the first universe 6.
The last movie was awesome. What was that one? Not Battle of the
The
Gods.
Resurrection of F.
Yeah.
Oh, the
And
anime
they were
was so
basically just
the anime was so
playing
much better.
around. They were just playing around with Frieza basically the whole time.
Well, the anime was a lot better than the movie. It covered up a lot of plot holes the movie had.
Thought it was fine. Battle of the Gods was weak.
Battle of God was the anime again. The anime was better than it covered up more plot holes, but
You're
some
a
of the
plot
animation.
hole.
Brawly movie was good. Can you say that about Brawly? That the animation was better.
The only thing I say about Broly
The Tree of
is
Might.
Broly has one of the best laughs, Japanese laughs. That's it. The way he laughs.
Your DLC came out today, didn't it?
The voice actor for him is actually fucking amazing.
Your
And I love
DLC
his
came
laugh.
out today, didn't it?
What didn't they? DLC.
For Dragon Ball Fighters?
The 31st.
I saw it.
Merge Zamasu and Vegeta Blue come out the 31st.
Nobody cares.
I
And with
care.
that being said,
I
this has
care.
been another episode of TopiCast, guys.
Let's show you some titties.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Like always, you can like, subscribe, and all that jazz. We'll be back next week.
You see
for
that right
another
there?
Episode.
Daniel, be there.
TopiCast
Look at that.
41. I'll
Be there.
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
Saturday, I'll be in another fighters tournament.
I'll
Going
come
out there.
cheer you on.
Don't do it. Hercules. I want that.
But like always, guys, thanks for hanging out. I'm Daniel. That's Joe. That's Jared.
Yes.
Peace.